Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are looking at this week's weekly email, I'm back, y'all. So, last week we talked about just the introduction to the IRS Interactive Tool. Why? Because the IRS is a gentleman. He wants you to succeed. Really, just the IRS just wants you to get him his money, and then you keep your money, and then y'all just go y'all separate ways. And if you don't give him his money, then he gonna charge you interest and penalties. That's it in a summary. Like, you get your piece, I get my piece. We gonna bout our pieces. Everybody peace out, right? For those of y'all who are like, who is this lady talking about pieces? I just got this email. I ain't even met her. My name is Patrice L. Berry, aka the Tax Cop. And every week, every Wednesday, I end up in your mailbox giving you tax tips based off of either topics that some of my clients have introduced to me to be like, hey, Patrice, can you break this down? Ideas that I've seen, an article that I've read, because I'm a freaking tax nerd. Things that I think that would be helpful for you to plan throughout the year. So you'll see me 52 weeks out of the year. I do have to get back into doing the podcast, but this was my treat for my mail list, right? To let you know, hey, I need y'all to be aware of everything. So last week we talked about the introduction to the interactive tools and the questions. I'm going to go into the interactive tool for a topic that one of my clients was just talking about. They are planning forward for the future, which is what I want everyone to do. Part of planning for your future is determining what is going to happen with your monies before you get to taking Social Security and or taking your distributions from your 401k, your TSP, your Fidelity account, whatever, right? So you want to be able to see, well, how's my tax situation going to change? Why? Because in most cases, if you've gone to your financial planner, he or she may have told you that your life is going to change a little bit based on the fact that your tax bracket may lower. Now, I can tell you the truth. I have some awesome, awesome clients that have worked with some great financial planners. And by the time they get to retirement age, their life looking exactly the same as when they were working. Praise God. Praise God, because they are not necessarily all on fixed incomes, which is a great thing. Now, I have some clients that are on fixed incomes, but I do have some clients that are not because they got in early, they had a game plan, and they leveraged it. But if you were wondering what your situation is supposed to be looking like or what it could look like, and you're getting close to retirement, I want to take you to the interactive tool. So let's go into that. Let's talk about it. Or hopefully seeing my screen now. All right, so I told you the interactive tool is there for each thing. We're gonna make sure that the link is there for you so you can get directly to this. Remember, we talked about last week all the different things you can find out: filing requirements, retirement, filing statuses, other income, what to do, what not to do, deductions. You see them all here. They got their own YouTube channel. What? Come on. I love the IRS. Like, if y'all aren't subscribed, this is a sidebar. If you're not subscribed to the IRS, uh, if you're not subscribed to the IRS Instagram page or Facebook page or haven't looked at their YouTube page, check them out. Like, just check them out. They put out some pretty cool content. All right. So now we went through all of this international, additional topic, all these things, right? So use this page. But one of the things I get is this question comes up a lot. A lot of this is question: are my Social Security or railroad retirement benefits taxable? It's going to take you about 9 minutes to figure this out. The things you need to know are what you need to have with you is if you're getting Social Security benefits, and some of us get the report ahead of time saying this is about what they'll pay out for you for Social Security. Determine what those amounts are. Take 9 minutes and figure out if your portion is taxable so that you understand. All right, so let's go back to the home of the ITA. Is the distribution from my traditional, my SEP, or my simple taxable? $15. What do you need? Your cost basis, previously taxed amounts, including non-deductible contributions, And if a contribution was made in the same year as the distribution, whether the deduction, if taken was limited. Because you don't want to get no penalty for, overpaying into retirement or anything like that. Is my pension or annuity payment taxable? 15 minutes. You need to know what kind of retirement plan you had. If you have a cost to recover in a qualified retirement plan. If any of the investment and non-qualified annuity contract was made before August 14th, 82. Whether or not you had any tax withheld. That's all your Form 1099-R. That 1099-R is weight and gold for those people who are in retirement mode. Do you got to transfer? Do you got to report your transfer or your rollover? Is this like this one gets me all the time. I'm not going to lie to you. 15 minutes to figure out is if that distribution you took from that Roth, is it actually taxable or not? Was it just the return of your basis or not? Like, that's a great one. Great tool. Like, when you take that 15 minutes, when you take that retirement out early or on time, box 7, right? Do you meet an exception to the additional tax on early distributions? Are they going to tax you an additional 10%? Right? I'm going to use ITA Home. Like, use these tools to determine the best thing to do and why. I'm going to use an easy one for everyone. All right, let's do I file a tax return? We're going to go through it. 12 minutes. So you can watch me. Actually, I'm not going to go take all 12 minutes to do it, right? This is the following set of questions will help you determine 23, 22, or 21 tax filing status because we're doing 3 years current, right? What tax year are we asking about? 2023. Now, y'all already know my filing status. What's your filing status? What was my filing status for 2023? Mine is married filing joint. Did you or your spouse receive Social Security benefits? We didn't. Did you or your spouse receive railroad retirement benefits? I didn't. What is your date of birth? 3/19. Let's say 1987. And let's say 4/1. 1981. No, that's not everybody's real birthday. Mine is March 19th. Y'all know that because I was hollering on here that was my birthday. Can you be claimed as a dependent on somebody else's return? I cannot. No, he cannot. And my spouse is not dead. I did live with my spouse on the last day of the year. What's my gross income? Total income. Let's say, I like round numbers. I always talk to y'all on a thing about $100,000. I know everybody don't make $100,000, but I use $100,000 because when I go to the tax tables, it phases out at $100,000. Right? So now, do I need to file a tax return? Heck yeah. Why? Because my gross income is equal to or exceeds the standard deduction for a married filing joint couple. Right? $2,700. That interactive tool, it took me less than 12 minutes to do. Right? These are the answers I did. I can print it. Great, 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 great. I absolutely just love the tool. Right? Then the same thing. Filing status. What's my filing status? 5 minutes to do. Here's another one. Right? I'm going to do 2023. I actually am married. I'm going to file a joint return. Married, found it jointly is my status. That quick. So some of the questions you're like, I don't know what to do, how to do. I have people who ask me questions like that. Come see if the interactive tool can be your friend and help you ahead of time, because then it'll allow you to have some different discussions in a different way, in a different manner. Hopefully that was not too long. Showed you how a couple of different interactive tools could be used. Check them out. See how helpful they can be, especially for my people that are in this retirement space. You got kids and you're trying to figure out if you can claim as a dependent. What your filing status really should be, because your kids may be in college. You got to make sure you know their income thresholds, etc. Use the tool. Please, please, please let the IRS woo you the way he wants to woo you. Until next week, peace out, y'all.